Hey YouTube, it's Justin the Junkie. How the fuck are you guys doing today?
Sinners like me, la-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-da-di-doo. I come from a long line of sinners like me.
So today, this video is going to be about, shockingly, I had to buy something from Harbor Freight. I fucking know. I know I'm depressed about it. I thought about trying to figure out how to hide this thing in the shop, but, you know, fuck. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. But anyway, I had to buy a engine hoist here to lift up this transmission that we're working on the Western Star. So we went to Harbor Freight. I bought the 2-ton Harbor Freight engine hoist here. I'd like to take a minute to talk to you about it, like my dislikes and what it does pretty well. It does do something very well. So I was going to just kind of run through this thing and show you what, you know, this fucking thing is all about, and kind of show you what we did to, what we had to do to use this thing. So anyway, let's get right into this and fucking do all that bullshit. So what I bought was the 2-ton folding engine crane is what they call it, but you guys would call it a cherry picker and all this type of stuff. All right, the first thing, that when I went and bought it, it was only $196, so that's great for this price, for how many times I'm really going to use this goddamn thing and all that type of stuff. But it does kind of have a little bit of negativity, so I'm going to give you guys the negative stuff first. I know, oh, what a shocker. Okay, so it doesn't bolt together very good, and what I mean by that is that the instructions kind of are fucked. It's not very well understood. It uses metric fasteners, and the bolts aren't very good. Like a lot of boogers on the threads, and it just doesn't, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like when you're used to something where you get a fucking USA-made bolt and there's no burrs on it, the nut screws on there properly, all that type of shit. That's a good quality fastener. These are fucking far from that. But anyway, the paint is all right. It doesn't really bolt together very well. Like when you put this angled boom on right here, like when you put this boom together, like you have to bend the boom back to get these support rods in. Alrighty? Now they do have a pretty cool system that these bolts are numbered, and then once you find the right page in the goddamn instruction manual, you can get it together pretty quick. Another thing I noticed is the bolts only are as long as they fucking have to be. And if you don't like have it pressed up against there right, you cannot get them started. I mean, this should have took me 25 minutes to put together. Unboxing it took it fucking 15 minutes because they got all the shit wrapped up. I think that's why they could sell it so cheap. The ram does work. It goes up and down. It does lift. What I don't like about it is that the ram, this is not heavy enough to push the ram back down. Once you release it, you kind of have to like pull on it. Unless you have an engine on it, then it just fucking falls really fast. So like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with there. Other than that, the paint is kind of marginal. And another thing that I did not like is that this hook, you cannot put a strap in it. It's too small. So I think I'm going to have to cut this off and get like a real shackle that I can put some chains and stuff in from the hardware store. I think that would be a lot better, because this is just a 2-ton capacity. It's probably made out of straight Chinesium. It's not real good. But what I do like about it, is that it fucking works for under $200. You know, like it's normally $229, and then they gave me a 20% off coupon because they're having a red tag sale. But anyway, you know, I got that. I do actually like it. It did, you can see over here, it did lift this engine up, or this transmission up, that weighs about 1,500 pounds without the back box on it, all the way out in the half-ton position so we could swing it and get it on the board so we could work on this back case. It did do that. It does sag a little bit out there, But other than that, it's real good. It has really nice metal wheels. Like, the casters aren't bad. The metal is better, so it's a heavier duty. The thing does have metal casters on it, and it is heavier duty. So I just wanted to talk to you guys that I actually bought something from Harbor Freight, and I do like it. I know that I'm going to take some slack from it. The things that I don't like about Harbor Freight, this thing speaks it. When I talked about it in the reporter, that the fit and finish just isn't really good. And I'm used to a certain fit and finish. That's the problem that I have with Harbor Freight. But I think for how long I got to use this thing, this cherry picker works pretty good. And for under $200, I don't think you could really go wrong. Now, I know I'm going to take a whole bunch of shit because you'll be like, you want something from fucking Harbor Freight? Let the haters hate. But I did buy something from Harbor Freight, and I actually like it. It has some negatives, but the thing that it does, or that it's designed to do, it does do that. It's just, it's not a fucking everyday use item, I don't think. I think for, you know, the 3 times a year that I may have to use this, I think we're good. I'm probably going to make, you know, some modifications to it and do some stuff like that. But other than that, that's really all I got on this Harbor Freight 2-ton engine fucking hoist, cherry picker, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I call it the transmission lifter because that's what I'm using it for. But other than that, that's what this thing does. So all right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video on the Harbor Freight cherry picker. It does work. It does have some negatives, but overall, it's pretty good. I mean, it's gray, you know. We could probably paint it red, put some snap-on stickers on it. Nobody would know the difference. But anyway, like always, guys, check out my Patreon account, onlinetoolvendors.com, Facebook, Instagram, all that jazz. You guys know what to do. Check out the snaponjunkie.com if you want to get your hoodies and sweatshirts to support this channel. But like always, guys, thanks for watching, and I gotta fucking go.